jump right into the reason we all signed in tonight. And we're here tonight to talk all about sexting. And if you've signed in tonight, you either are a parent who is worried about sexting, who's maybe dealt with sexting, or you're a therapist or mental health professional of some type that is seeing a lot of sexting going down with the patients you treat. And if you are somebody who works with teens, it is probably highly impossible that you haven't encountered teens that are sexting or have sexted or have been asked for nudes or have sent nudes, because in this day and age, sexting is an absolute epidemic. And I know coming out of the coronavirus, not coming out of, but touch wood, we're in a little bit of a reprieve right now. We can't use the word epidemic or pandemic lightly, but it really is an epidemic. And in my previous role, when I worked on the legal side of social media, I dealt so much with students and schools and educators who are dealing with sexting gone wrong. And I have to say, there wasn't one school that was immune. It was good schools and bad schools, and private schools and public schools, and boarding schools and non-boarding schools. This is going down everywhere. And so what we want to do tonight is to leave you equipped and knowledgeable. We want to explain the who, the what, the where, the when, the why, and of sexting, as well as, most importantly, how are we going to deal with it as parents and as professionals who deal with teens. We want to make it very clear that this is not a judgment zone. We very much recognize that this is a very big part and almost, unfortunately, a common part of being a teen and a tween in the digital age. But what we really want to do is leave you as parents and professionals equipped to manage and help guide your teens in these tricky situations. So, sorry, I'm just adding a few more people who've signed in a little bit late. Welcome, everybody. So what is sexting actually? Sexting is the sharing of nude or semi-nude and sexually suggestive photos on your phones or chat rooms, anywhere on the internet. Some of you who joined our session last week will be familiar with this analogy, but we had to mention it one more time, especially in the context of sexting. And Pam and I love this analogy. It's what we always use, especially in our app, to teach teens about what is actually going on in their brain from a developmental perspective. So I'm sure it's not news to any of you that teen brain is at a period of rapid brain development, and it often gets a bit of a bad rap because of the lack of impulse control. That last part of the brain to develop is that frontal lobe, which controls decision-making, impulse control. And this is why teens and tweens have a propensity to engage in very risky behavior. But we love this analogy of the Ferrari without a brakes, because what it explains is that the plus side of this period of rapid brain development is that our teens and tweens are able to learn at a pace and take in information like never before. The brain is developing so rapidly, they are seeing their worlds in technicolor. So as much as they are prone to engage in risky behavior and make some what we would see as bad online decisions, they also have a propensity to learn and to learn fast. And we need to understand, as I mentioned last week, but it's so important here to mention again, the teenage brain, by its very biological nature, is designed to seek reward. The reward center of the brain is out having one big fat jaw. It is working